Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening and welcome to this session. Good evening, Vipul. Good evening, Krishna. First of all, a very happy Janmashtami to all of you. Good evening. So I hope all of you are doing well. Happy Janmashtami, Radhe Radhe. Okay, so a very warm welcome to all of you. We are again starting this week with the current affair topic of today. In the last week, we have discussed some of the important topics like we have discussed about the we have discussed about this Kumbh Mela also. We have discussed about some of the other topics like we have seen the location of Ukraine. We have seen some of the other relevant topics of the current affairs in the last week. Now, in today's session also, we are going to discuss some of the very prominent issues which have come up recently. Like on Saturday, we were not having the class, but on Saturday there was an important announcement, and that announcement was in form of unified pension system. So government has come with a new pension system, that is unified pension system. So we are going to talk about this, like what exactly is this, how it is different from the existing OPS, that is old pension system, or the new pension system NPS, which was introduced in 2004. Okay. In the last few years, like if you have been seeing the newspapers or if you have gone through the news channels also, you might have seen this, like during this last 6 to 7 years, there have been a lot of debate, discussion, criticism of the new pension system. So now even finally the government has come up with a old pensions. Government has again started this old pension, like a new pension system on the basis of the old pension system which used to exist before 2004. It has been given a new name, unified pension system. So we will talk about it. Okay. Then we will also talk about the red standards. It was also there in the news on Friday, Saturday. We could not discuss this in our YouTube session, but this is one of the important topics, so we are going to cover it today. Then we will also talk about the new Ramsar sites. Like again, there is a news about how the wetlands are important for us, or what are the importance of Ramsar site. So we are going to have some question answer related with this. I will ask you some question. I will try to check your knowledge about these Ramsar sites. So that is one other part. Then we will come to this part again. There was a news about the Atacama desert region, in South America. So there is a simple news article. It says that due to extraction of lithium from these areas, the salt flats, they are sinking. They are also sinking. So this Atacama region, it is there in the news. We will see the lithium triangle also, and we will see this Atacama desert also, that in how many countries it is spread. So we are going to see it from the location angle. So these are some of the topics which we are going to discuss. Okay. Yes, I am quite good. I hope all of you are doing well also. Now, in the last session, we have discussed about this intangible cultural heritage list. And in that, I have told you about one thing, that Kumbh Mela has been included under this UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage list. Now, along with this, see this question, how many of the following are listed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage from India? I hope it is properly audible to everyone. I hope it is properly audible. Just let me know once. Yes, so it is properly audible. Okay. What are the answers here? We have the top, we have the options yoga, Kumbh Mela, Durga Puja, and Garwa. So there might be an issue with the earphones. So here I am getting answer as C also, and then Krishna is saying B option. Okay. Which one you are excluding? Which one is there? Which one is not there in the intangible cultural heritage list? Jai Hind, Neelu. So tell me about this one, this question, that which one of them, how many of them, either can you tell, you can tell me how many of them are there, which one is there in the intangible cultural heritage list, and which one is not there? Not the option A. Okay. Why not A? A is there. Yoga has been listed under this UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list. Okay. Yoga is one of the, like, yoga has been included. Yoga has been included. It has been included under this intangible cultural heritage list from India. So yoga is part of it. Kumbh Mela is also part of it. Durga Puja is also part of it. And more recently, even Garba has been made part of it. So all of these four are part of the intangible cultural heritage list from India. They are some of the very important part of our culture. They are very important part of our culture and tradition, and they have been included under this intangible cultural heritage list by UNESCO. So all these four are correct here. Now tell me about this one. We have discussed a little bit about this topic. I will tell you about this one also. Like, first, let us try to understand this with the help of a question. In the last week, we were discussing about the different type of launch vehicles. We have discussed about this GSAT 20 also, or we have discussed about the space missions of India. So there I have told you about the next generation launch vehicles also, a little bit about it. So can you tell me here, consider the following statements with respect to semi-cryogenic engine. The first says that it stores both fuel and oxidizer at cryogenic temperature. Second thing is, the GSLV rocket will be using semi-cryogenic stage engine. The third is saying semi-cryogenic engine provides more thrust than the cryogenic engines. You know that India is primarily having two different launch vehicles. One is PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, and Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle. Okay. So if we are talking about this PSLV and GSLV, PSLV is a 4-stage alternate solid liquid engine. Now, the GSLV is a 3-stage engine. There is solid stage also, there is liquid stage also. So does it use it semi-cryogenic or not? Yoga is there. Yes, yoga has been included under this list in 2016. So tell me about this question. Consider the following statement with respect to semi-cryogenic engine. It stores both fuel and oxidizer at cryogenic temperature. Second, GSLV rocket will be using semi-cryogenic stage engine. Third is saying semi-cryogenic engine provides more thrust than the cryogenic engine. So can you answer this question? Okay, I am getting one answer as C, option B also. Okay. Anyone else? Try to think about this. Cryogenic means a temperature which is very much lower, temperature like minus 180, minus 280, that is cryogenic. Sorry, minus 180, minus 200, etc. That is cryogenic temperature. Very low temperature. Okay, so I'm getting one option as A also from Nilu. Other options B also. Okay. One option is C as well. Okay, so I think most of the people are saying option B. Okay. Let's see these topics. Let's see these statements one by one. First is saying it stores both fuel and oxidizer at cryogenic temperature. So see, when we talk about the cryogenic engine, they store both the fuel and oxidizer at cryogenic temperature. In a cryogenic engine, the oxidizer is liquid oxygen and this fuel is hydrogen. So hydrogen and oxygen are stored at cryogenic temperature in a cryogenic engine. But when we talk about the semi-cryogenic, so in this scenario, in the semi-cryogenic stage, we have LOX, means liquid oxygen, liquid oxidizer. We have the oxidizer in cryogenic temperature. This is there at cryogenic. But then we have kerosene. Now this kerosene is not stored at cryogenic temperature. It is not stored at cryogenic, hence it is called as semi-cryogenic stage, semi-cryogenic engine. So in this case, in the case of semi-cryogenic engine, there is oxidizer which helps in burning the fuel. Like oxygen is essential for burning any fuel, so that will be kept at cryogenic temperature, whereas kerosene will be put at normal temperature. So this is semi-cryogenic engine where the fuel is at normal temperature and the oxygen is at cryogenic temperature. So this first statement here is incorrect. Second is saying the GSLV rocket will be using semi-cryogenic. No, it is incorrect. GSLV uses the cryogenic stage. So this second statement is also incorrect, that it will be using semi-cryogenic. No, there will be development of a new type of launch vehicle, new generation launch vehicle, NGLV. This NGLV will be using the semi-cryogenic stage engine. And the third is saying semi-cryogenic engine provides more thrust than the cryogenic engine. That is correct. It provides more boost, more thrust than the cryogenic engine. It is considered as more efficient because kerosene burns quite easily. Okay. So this third statement here is the only statement which is correct. The first and second are incorrect, and hence the answer will be A, that is only 1. Okay. So here the answer will be only 1. Okay. Now, so that is one of the topic which was a little bit difficult. Now there is the third question. I think all of you now know this. Which of the following shares border with Ukraine? Romania, Belarus, Hungary, Russia, Poland. This is one of the easiest question. Yes, Vikas engine is a liquid engine. That is different thing. That is not cryogenic. That is simple liquid engine. Okay, so this question is quite easy. I think all of you can answer this. Yes, the D option is correct here. Romania, Russia, Belarus, Poland, Hungary. Can you give me the name of two remaining countries? Can you give me the name of two remaining countries which are also bordering Ukraine? Ukraine has got 7 neighboring countries. You can see the name of 5 here. Can you give me the name of two remaining countries? There is one option, Slovakia. Okay. Moldova and Slovakia. It will not be Bulgaria. Okay. Bulgaria is not sharing border with Ukraine. Slovakia and Moldova. Bulgaria is not sharing its border here. Okay. You can see, we have seen a simple thing. We have seen this simple way to remember this. Yes, Moldova and Slovakia is there, not Bulgaria. So here we have this option D, that is correct, and the two remaining countries are Moldova and Slovakia. Okay, so that is correct, Moldova and Slovakia. Now, coming to today's topic, the unified pension system, the new pension system and old pension system. So can you tell me, like, you all have been going through this news article from the last few days, from Saturday itself. So can you tell me this, what are the features of the unified payment system? Can you tell me what are the features of this unified payment system? Anyone? Have you read about this? What will be the features of this unified payment system? It is going to be effective from 2025. It is going to be effective from 2025. Effective from 1st April 2025. So can you tell me what will be the feature of this unified payment system? Yes, सैलरी का 50% मिलेगा एज पेंशन. ओके, तो पेंशन अप टू 50%, pension up to 50% of the last withdrawn salary means they will be given pension up to 50% of the last withdrawn salary. Here the last withdrawn salary means the salary of the last 12 months. That will be considered as the average salary for calculation of this. Okay. So of 50% salary, 50% pension. Now this is valid if they have completed 25 years of job. Okay. It is applicable if 25 years of job has been completed. Applicable if 25 years of job is completed. Okay. So this is one of the very important part. It's not like everyone will be getting the 50%. Those who have worked only for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, they will not be getting the same pension like 50%. Their proportion will decrease. Those who have completed 25 years, they would get 50% of their last withdrawn salary as pension. So that is one of the very fundamental part of it. But then there is a minimum assured pension. Minimum assured pension. Minimum assured pension of rupees 10,000 per month. Means anyone who is there, they will be getting a minimum 10,000 rupees per month as pension. If they have worked in the government sector, they will be getting at least 10,000 rupees per month as pension after their retirement. So this is minimum pension which has been fixed, that at least they will be getting this one. Irrespective of what is their retirement salary, this one is at least sure. Okay. So then there is another part. there is another part of it. The family will be entitled to 60% of their pension. Family will get 60% of pension of the last pension. Means suppose if the death, if there is death of the person, the wife will get up to 60% of the pension. If there are dependent, they will get 60% of the pension. That is also assured. Okay. Then there is another thing. There is superannuation, like there is also a lump sum amount which will be provided on retirement. Okay, so that lump sum amount is also guaranteed after a lump sum amount. A lump sum amount along with gratuity will be provided at retirement. Will be provided at retirement. So this is also having a formula like 1/10th of like a salary, okay, depending upon how many 6 months they have completed in job. So you don't have to calculate it. But yes, you have to remember simply one thing. They will be given a lump sum amount along with the gratuity. Like when their people are working in any company or any such government organization, their gratuity funds are also getting deducted. So they also get gratuity at the end of their work. So they will get gratuity money, and plus they will also be getting a lump sum amount. Okay, that will be roughly equal to 1/10th of their salary. Plus at the same time, it will be calculated how many months they have worked. Like the set of 6 months which they have worked at any institution. So that is a different formula. You don't have to calculate it. Okay. So this is one of the thing. Now, one more thing is like in this pension, there is also provision of inflation indexation. Okay. Inflation indexation. Provision for inflation indexation. Like suppose that if inflation is increasing, it means the salary will also increase according to that. Like normally you know that there is one thing called as dearness allowances. So in similar manner, you will have inflation indexation, somewhat different from it, but inflation indexation will be there. So if inflation is increasing, the pension will also increase. It will not remain fixed. It will also increase with the inflation. So that is one of the fundamental parts of the unified pension system. Okay. There are a large chunk of the government employees who are working, and for them this unified payment system has been extended. Now, at some of the places there has also been talk about like whether it will be extended to the private sector. Now, officially as of today, as of 2 p.m., there has been no such announcement by the government. So if anything is coming about private sector, then we will discuss that in the upcoming sessions. But as of now, as of today's morning, as of today's newspaper, there is no such update about the private sector. Okay. So for private sector, there is nothing like this, that they will also be getting the benefit of unified pension system. So in the current system, this is the provisions for the pension people, what they will be getting as pension. Okay. Now, coming to the next part, like let us see a comparison. What is the comparison? This is the old pension system. Under this, what was the provision? The provision was guaranteed 50% of last drawn salary and dearness allowance adjustment. So that was the old pension system which was existing before this 2004. Before 2004, this old pension system was existing. There was no contribution by the employee for this fund. Like they were getting the entire pension from the government fund, there was no contribution by the employees. Later on, there was introduction of the new payment system. Under the new payment system, there was this provision that they will get 50% of average basic pay, inflation indexation, and guaranteed pension family benefit. So that was the part of new pension system. But it was like it was having like a contribution from the employee itself. During their tenure, they will be contributing towards the fund, and from their fund itself, they will be getting this pension. Under the new pension scheme, even there was variation in pension from time to time, because it was market related. It was related with market. So if market is fluctuating, then the NPS also fluctuates. So if market goes up, they get more payment. If market goes down, they were getting less one. Okay. So that was NPS system. Okay. Sorry, that was NPS system here. Market link. This is UPS. Sorry. Here we have NPS, market linked returns, and no guaranteed pension. It was market linked. It was entirely dependent upon the market. There was no such guaranteed or fixed thing in the NPS. In UPS, again, you can see 50% of average basic pay plus inflation indexation plus guaranteed pension. So in the UPS, in the new system, again, what we see that this 50% thing has been provided now. There is guaranteed pension now. In the NPS, there was no guaranteed pension. Okay. But then there was tax benefit, employee contribution, flexible withdrawal, etc., etc. A large number of people were not happy with this NPS, and hence the government has finally changed almost after 20 years. Almost after 20 years, now we have come back with UPS, Unified Pension System, not payment system, Unified Pension System. So that is the provisions we have already seen. We have seen how it is different from NPS. Here again, we will have the employee contribution. The employee contribution will go, but it will not be market linked. There will be a secured pension. It will not be variation. It will not be variable. It will be a fixed thing. Okay. So that is one of the important part of this UPS. Okay. So this new scheme has been introduced by the government. What is gratuity? Gratuity is like, suppose that if a person is working in a formal sector, like let us suppose that if they are working in any government sector or formal sector, and let us say that they started working in 2020, they have worked for some time, and during that time a gratuity sum is like it is taken from their salary only. Okay, some portion of their salary will be deposited in an account, and when they are like leaving the job, maybe due to some regions, maybe due to some challenge, they have to leave the job. So at that time, they will get back their gratuity amount. They will get back their gratuity amount. So it is like a saving which is there as part, like suppose the company is firing them after 5 years or 6 years. So they will get their gratuity back. Okay. So it is also like keeping the employees at a particular office. It is also a way of keeping them. Like you don't get the gratuity in 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. If you have worked for a certain period of time, like 3 years or 5 years, then your gratuity money will be given back to you. Otherwise, it will be simply lost. Okay. So if any person is working for 3 years or 5 years or 7 years, then they get back their gratuity money. Okay. Normally, I think it is 5 years. That if you have worked for 5 years, you will get back the gratuity money. PF is there, yeah, similar form, but PF is like you can withdraw it at any point of time. Gratuity is different. It is type of similar to PF, but in a little bit different manner. Yes, right now it has been extended for the central government employee. The state government can extend the same benefit to their employees. It is up to their willingness. Okay. Some of some of the state government have already changed the new pension scheme. It has already been changed by some of the states. Okay. So now the new one, this is the new one. This is the new one which is going to be effective from 1st of April 2025. This one is now almost being discarded. It is being discarded now. Instead of that, we are going to have the UPS Unified Payment Pension System. Okay. Yes, Maharashtra also, I think West Bengal also, some other states also. Okay. So that was our first topic. What is this new payment pension system? Now, coming to the second topic, red standards. Red standards. Can you tell me, like today there are certain topics which many of you have already read. So I am going to ask you some questions now. Okay. Can you tell me red standards are found in India in which location? Where do you get these red standards in India? Where do we get the red standards in India? Okay, I am getting answer. It's Northeast, Nilgiri, Lal Chandan. Yes, Lal Chandan. So in India, in which area you will find the red standards? Zero to 10 degree. Red standards are found specifically in one of the areas in India. It is specific to one area. Can you tell me which area it is? South India. South India is not one state. South India is a very large region. Okay, Western Ghats, Southeast. Southeast, okay. Where exactly in Southeast? See, if we talk about red standards in India, they are exclusively or endemic. They are endemic to Eastern Ghats. They are endemic to Eastern Ghats. That too, mostly in Andhra Pradesh. They are found mostly in Andhra Pradesh. They are found mostly in Andhra Pradesh. There is a biosphere reserve which is quite famous for it, and that is Seshachalam Biosphere Reserve. Biosphere Reserve. So in this location, you will find in the Seshachalam Biosphere Reserve, you will find abundance of this red standards. The Lal Chandan, the red standards, they have been quite much famous. Okay. Now, till 2018, okay, till 2018, it was vulnerable. Till 2018, it was vulnerable according to IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. There is an institution, IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. So this IUCN is preparing the list of vulnerable or threatened species of the world. So it has listed the red standards as vulnerable till 2028. Sorry, in 2018. Not till, in 2018. But in 2021, it has again been listed as endangered. It has been listed as endangered by the IUCN. Means it is at a very high level of threat. It is facing a very high level of threat. Okay. There is huge smuggling of this red standards in India. There is huge smuggling of this red standards in India. Yes. So Like you might all have seen a movie also with respect to this, about the smuggling of red sanders. Recently, you might have seen a movie also about this. And this year also, at the end of this year, there is going to be release of another sequel of that movie. So now it has been said, like if you have seen the newspapers in the last 1 week, you might have got some editorials which are saying that in Andhra Pradesh, the smuggling of red sanders has increased after that movie also. A large number of people now are following the same style, now are following the same actions and all, and they are involved in smuggling of red sanders. Okay. So that is one of the, yes, so that is one of the challenge in conservation of this red sander. Okay. What are the usage? What are the uses of this? Medicinal, perfume, cosmetics, incense stick. Okay. So it is used for a number of products like cosmetics also, like you have the use for medicinal property also, perfume also, the agarbattis are also being made of this. Okay. And a lot of other uses are also there. So this is why it is highly being smuggled, very high demand, very high demand in China. Very high demand in China. Now, generally you will find that one truck of this like red sanders may cost around 2 to 10 crore rupees. Okay. One truck load of this red sander plant may cost around 2 to 10 crore rupees. So it is highly valuable, highly smuggled and highly threatened species found in Andhra Pradesh region. Okay. So there have been various efforts at conserving this, but again, what is seen that its population, sorry, its yes, its number is declining. Its population is declining. It is highly smuggled across India and Indian coastal areas also. Okay. So that is our red sanders. Okay. Yes, normally the normal sandalwood plants can be, see, there is not like just about the sandalwood plant. There is special demand of the red sander species of the sandalwood. Sandalwood are also being like planted in other portions, but this red sanders species, there are also multiple species of this red sanders found specifically in this region, which are highly in demand in various parts of the world, including Southeast Asia and China. Yeah. So UPSC, see, the smuggling or selling of this is banned. So you cannot like have too much of benefit from this. Okay. So that is our red sanders. Okay. This is the area of Seshalam Biosphere Reserve. You can see here in Andhra Pradesh, we have the Seshalam Biosphere Reserve, and in this area, you have abundance of red sanders. Okay. You have the abundance of red sanders. Now, so that is the second topic which we have to discuss. What is red sander, where it is found, and what are its uses, and what is unique about this. Okay. Now, coming to the third topic, that is about Ramsar sites. That is about Ramsar sites. Now, can you tell me one thing? How many Ramsar sites are there in India as of today? How many Ramsar sites are there in India as of today? Number of Ramsar sites in India. 83, 84, 85, okay. Yes, 3 new has been added. 3 new has been added, and now the total number stands at 85. Now the total number stands as 85. As of today, as of like this week, as of this week, India is having the maximum number of Ramsar sites in entire Asia. Okay. As of today, like what is the date today? Let us say 25th of August. 25th August 2024. India has maximum number. India has maximum number of Ramsar sites in Asia. Okay. So this is one of the important part, that India is having like now 85 Ramsar sites. India is having the maximum number of Ramsar sites in entire Asia. Can you tell me one thing? Like these Ramsar sites, if an area is declared as Ramsar site, so in that scenario, what would happen? Now this is an analytical type question. If an area is declared as Ramsar site, but before going into that, tell me one thing more. How a Ramsar site is being declared? Is it nominated by the government, or is it chosen by the Ramsar Convention itself? Is it nominated by the government of any country, or is it chosen by the Ramsar Convention? How it is like selected? It is nominated. Yes. So that is correct, that it is first nominated by the government. Okay. It is first nominated by the government, and then it is approved. It is nominated by the government, and then it is approved by the Ramsar. Okay. By the Ramsar group, it is approved. Okay. So once a site is declared as Ramsar site, what does it mean? It will simply mean that it will get more protection and attention. It will get more protection and attention. There will be monitoring. There will be monitoring of Ramsar site. There will be monitoring of the Ramsar site also. So suppose that if we have nominated an area, suppose that government has decided that okay, we want a certain area to be designated as a Ramsar site, and suppose even the Ramsar board has agreed that okay, this will now be called as a Ramsar site. So then what? Then it means that first of all, the government will try to give more protection to that area, more attention to that area. At the same time, the Ramsar Convention will also be monitoring. It will also be monitoring that wetlands. It will also be monitoring that wetland, that what's happening there. Is it being conserved or not? It is being given proper protection or not? So that is the benefit. Means now you are internationally, now you are getting international approval that yes, you are safeguarding your wetlands. You are focusing on environmental conservation. So when we are getting more number of Ramsar sites, it boosts our image as a country which is working towards the conservation of nature. It is like it will also bring some tourism. That is also like added advantage. But at the same time, it is like showcasing the entire world that we are focused on saving our environment, saving our biodiversity, saving our wetlands. Okay. That is one of the like commitment of the country towards environmental conservation, towards biodiversity conservation. So that is also a significant part of it. When you are writing a mains answer, that what has been India's effort towards nature conservation or environmental conservation or biodiversity conservation, in that answer you can put this point that we have got 85 Ramsar sites, the highest in Asia, which shows that we are committed towards saving our wetlands, saving the biodiversity which it contains. Okay, that is also a significant part. See, you will get the examples for the mains from here only. It is not in like different manner. You don't have to like when you start reading for the mains, you will start collecting example. Just try to think about the topics from here itself. That yes, this is a significant point that we have got the highest number. It showcases that we are concerned towards environment conservation. That is what you have to take care here. Okay. Now, tell me a few things. Have you heard about one more part? Montreal's record. Can you tell me what is this Montreal's record and what is its relation with respect to Ramsar sites? What is the Montreal's record? What is this Montreal's record? Anyone? Good evening. Please tell me what is this Montreal's record? See, Montreal's records are basically Ramsar sites. These are basically Ramsar sites which are threatened. Or not properly conserved. These are basically Ramsar sites only. They are Ramsar sites only, but they have not been properly conserved. They have not been properly conserved, or they are having various threats. Then they are put under this Montreal's record. In India, you have two Ramsar sites. Under Montreal's record. We have this two Ramsar sites which are under the Montreal's record. See, what is the aim of this? Like suppose that government has nominated certain wetlands to be Ramsar sites. Good, fine. Now, the Ramsar committee has approved that, okay, this is going to be a Ramsar site. It has been given the international recognition. But after that, if the government is not properly focusing on conservation of that area, or if there are greater threats to that wetland, in that scenario, in that situation, the Ramsar committee puts this Ramsar site under the Montreal's record. So it is like a warning to the government that your Ramsar site is threatened. You have to give more attention towards its conservation. You will have to give extra efforts for its conservation. The two Ramsar sites out of 85 in India are put under this Montreal's record. Can you give me the name? Yes, for conservation of, yes, Ramsar sites which need Sankatgrast wetland ki सूची, right, correct. Hindi batch 24-25. Krishna, for that you will have to consult the respective management team. Like if it is offline batch, you can contact the management team there and they will help you in this. Yes, two are there. There is Keldev, Keldev National Park, or Keldev like National Park is also there. Wildlife Sanctuary is there. So Keldev National Park and Loktak Lake. Loktak Lake. These are the two areas in India which are put under this Montrex record. They are put under the Montrex record. It means they are facing threat. They have to be conserved. Okay. At a point of time, even Chilika Lake, the Chilika Lake. Can you tell me in which state we have the Chilika Lake? Where do we have Chilika Lake in India? Keldev in Rajasthan and Loktak in Manipur. Yes. Yes. So at one point of time, the Chilika Lake in Odisha, it was also part of this Montrex record, but later on there was more conservation at Chilika Lake, so it was removed from that Montrex record. So if government focuses on conservation of the area, then it is also removed from this Montrex record. Okay. So correct. Chilika Lake is there in Odisha. It is a brackish lake. It was also earlier part of this Montrex record, but not any longer. Okay. So that is our Ramsar site, Ramsar Convention. This Ramsar Convention has got, the Ramsar Convention has got 172 member nations as of now. 172 members. It was finalized in 1971. Can you tell me this Ramsar? The Ramsar is a city in which country? Where do we have this city of Ramsar? The city of Ramsar belongs to which country of the world? Yes, Iran. So we have this Ramsar city in Iran. In Iran, we have this Ramsar city, and here the Ramsar Convention was finalized. It has been finalized in 1971. As of now, it has 172 member countries. Okay. So that is about Ramsar Convention. 3 new sites have been added. Okay. We have this Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary, which is in Tamil Nadu. Hazu Valley Sanctuary, it is also in Tamil Nadu. And Tawa Reservoir in Madhya Pradesh. So we have 3 names: Tawa Reservoir, Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Kazu Valley Sanctuary, Tamil Nadu, and when we have also Manjarayan Bird Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. One more last question related to this Ramsar sites. In India, which state has the maximum number of Ramsar sites? In India, which state is having the maximum number of Ramsar sites? I have got answers: Uttar Pradesh also, Tamil Nadu also, Madhya Pradesh also. But yes, it is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is now having 18 Ramsar sites, having the highest number in India. So Tamil Nadu has got the highest number of Ramsar sites in India. It has got 18 Ramsar sites. Okay. So here again we have got two in Tamil Nadu, Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary and Khazu Valley Bird Sanctuary and Tawa Reservoir in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Now coming to one more topic. Atacama Desert. Okay. So you all have heard about this lithium triangle. Can you name the countries? I have taught you this lithium triangle various times. Can you tell me the name of the countries where we have this abundance of lithium? See, what is the context of this news? Like, we have got huge number of lithium in an area near South America, in the western coast, or in this coastal areas of South America. We have got abundance of this lithium. And now due to this lithium, there is huge mining also. Due to mining, the salt pans or the salt flats are sinking. Since the lithium is being extracted, it is sinking down. So that has raised a matter of concern in these areas, and that's why it is there in the news. Okay. So yes, we have three countries, Argentina, Bolivia and Chile. Okay. So we have three countries, A, B and C. Lithium triangle has three countries, A, B and C, Argentina, Bolivia and Chile. Okay. So these three countries are having the lithium triangle. And here in this region itself, we are also having a Atacama desert. Can you tell me, like some of you have read geography, can you tell me that why we are having desert in this area in South America? Why we are having desert in this area here in Atacama? This is the Atacama desert. We have parts of Argentina, somewhat portions of Argentina, portions of Bolivia, Peru also, and then we have a large portion of Chile. So can you tell me why we are having, there are multiple regions of course, but can you give me one region why we are having this cold Jaldhara? Yes, like cold current is considered as one of the primary region. Cold current in this region, the Peru current or the Humboldt current. Here you call this current as Peru current or Humboldt current. It is a cold current coming from this direction, which causes this desert formation in the regions of Chile, Argentina and Bolivia. Okay. So cold current is one of the primary region. Cold current is one of the primary region, and it is extending over 4 countries. The Atacama desert is extending over 4 countries. We have Peru, we have Argentina, we have Bolivia, and we have Chile. Okay. So these 4 countries are there. These 4 countries are there which are sharing this Atacama desert. Here you have the Humboldt current or the Peru current. Okay. Here you are having Humboldt current, which is basically a cold current. Humboldt current or cold current, which causes this formation of desert in this region. Okay. So that is also one of the part. Can you tell me like in which area we have Canary current? You all have seen map location. So can you tell me where do we have this Canary current? Where do we have this Canary current? Okay, so that will be assignment for you. See the currents of the region, see the cold currents and warm currents of the region. Just look at the map again. Tomorrow, in the tomorrow's session, I will ask you questions about the cold and warm currents of the world. Okay, so that will be the task for you. Okay, read about it. Like some of you are saying North America, some saying near Gulf of Mexico, Europe, Greenland. So read about this Canary current. I am giving you 1 day time. Read about all other warm and cold currents. In tomorrow's session, I will ask you the same question, okay, about other currents also. Now, see this area, we have this lithium triangle. You can see Chile is having around 11 million tons, Bolivia is having 21 million tons, and Argentina is having 20 million tons. That is the estimated reserve in this area. Okay. So this is called as the lithium triangle, the Atacama desert. And for you, there is a task. First, just go through the map and tell me in the comment box that where you have this Canary current. Second thing, in tomorrow's session, I will ask you again about the same thing, the different cold currents and warm currents of the world. Read about this in the atlas. You can easily memorize it. I will ask you again tomorrow. Okay. So North Africa. Okay. Canary is cold current. Okay, yes, that is cold current. See the region and I will ask you again. Just after looking at this atlas, do tell me in the comment section later on, and in tomorrow's session, I will ask more questions. Okay. So that will be all for today. Okay. And in tomorrow's session, we will discuss some more topics. Thank you so much. All the best. Where you can prepare for RRB pharmacists. Mrityunjay, I am not the right person to ask about this one. You can ask me about UPSC and state pieces, but for RRB exam, you will have to consult someone else. Okay. So thank you so much. Jai Hind. Take care. Thank you.